Dear students and working accountants, welcome to my Smart Tally Prime YouTube channel. My name is Babra from Hyderabad. So before we proceed to our topic today, so one advice for you. So if you want to become and if you want to gain expert knowledge and become expert accountant, so please follow all my videos in the same order in which I uploaded. If you are follow like that one by one in the same order, you will gain expert knowledge and you will become expert accountant. Okay. Another important point is I started the online class already. The batch I started and it's going to nearly 70% complete. And now I am planning to start next new batch within a few days. So I will announce that date later. So if anybody want to join the online class, you please just send your details to my WhatsApp. My details are given, contact details are given in the about section in the my channel. So there is a mobile number also there. So you can send your details through WhatsApp only. Don't call me because I will not get the call because I am in another country for a few months. So you just send your details through WhatsApp message and register your names and I will call you back and we will discuss. And within a short time, I am going to fix the exact date. So after that, you can start the online classes and you all can attend. Okay. Now back to our topic. Today, in the Smart Tally Prime, our topic is what is meant by credit note and how the seller will record, how you will sell it, when and how you will record the transactions in the credit note, voucher. That's our topic. So we will go to we will share the screen. See here, see. So what is credit note voucher in the sales, what is the credit note voucher entry for the different reasons, sales entry, sales returns, invoice correction, as well as discount entry, insult entry, whatever it may be, all the reasons. The credit note will be generally used by the supplier or seller. And how you will record the transactions and what are the transactions to be recorded in the credit note voucher. And it does not mean that the seller will always issue only credit note. Sometimes he will issue debit note also, just like the buyer, he will issue the debit note. So for some purposes, some reasons, he will issue the debit notes. For some reasons, he will issue the credit note also. Similarly, the supplier will always issue a credit note and sometimes he will issue a debit note also for some purposes, just like the buyer, just opposite. So how the buyer will issue a debit note. If the buyer issues a buyer means customer. If the customer issues a debit note, the seller or the supplier, he will issue a credit note. If the buyer or the the customer, if he issue a credit note, the seller or the supplier will issue a credit note. He will issue the debit note, he will issue a credit note, he will issue for this credit note. If the seller, if the customer issues a credit note, then the supplier will issue a debit note. So how you will record in the debit note, credit note voucher, and sometimes in the debit note voucher also, what are the different circumstances you will do. So now we will go to the tally. So in the tally, we take the old one, that Ranga computers. Okay, here we will take up. So here, now we are the seller. We will take up the sales. So we will take up the sales entries, that is sales transactions. These are the sales transactions. Here, how and when he will issue the credit note and when you issue the debit note, that we will learn. First of all, the first one is the seller, when he sells the goods to the customer, he will debit the customer's account and credit the sales account, isn't it? It is okay. So he will debit the customer's account. So for any reason, if you want to reduce the balance of the customer, is a debit balance. If you want to reduce the balance, he will issue a credit note. If you want to increase the balance, he will issue a debit note. So what are the different situations when the seller has to reduce the buyer's account, that is the customer's account? When he will increase the balance in the customer's account. That we will take up. The first one is when the seller sells the goods to the customer may return some of the goods due to any reason, due to bad quality, due to inferior quality, or due to the damages, the goods are spoiled, whatever the reason may be. The buyer or the customer may supply the goods. He may return the goods. He may return all the goods or only some of the goods, some of the items, the stock items, all the stock items or some of the stock items he may return. So when he is returning the goods, he is the buyer. We know already the buyer, when he is returning the goods, he will call it as, he will record in debit note voucher. So he will issue a debit note along with the goods. He will send the debit note to us, and after receiving that, we will enter in the credit note, because so when the goods are returned, so when we sold the goods, is that customer account is debited. So when he is returning the goods, his account is to be reduced. So he will issue a credit note. So for the first one, say we call it as sales returns. For the buyer or the customer, it is purchase returns. For the seller, we are seller now. For the seller, that's our returns are called sales returns. So in the sales of sales returns, he has to enter and he has to reduce the buyer's or customer's account. So to reduce the buyer's account, the customer's account, we will create his account. So we will issue, that is the seller will issue a credit note. Okay, now we will go to, for example, we'll take up, see on 2nd April. So from Ranga, we sold goods to Ranga traders on 2nd April. So we sold laptops 10 numbers and Dell laptops and Dell mouses 5 numbers to Radha on Ranga traders. For example, on the same day, he returned some of the goods. That is, one is in the case of laptops, we sold 10. So due to damage or something, one laptop or 2 laptops are not working. So he is returning back. He returned back the 2 laptops, and out of the 5, 1 mouse is not working. So 1 mouse, he may return all the goods, but some part of the goods also. So 2 numbers Dell laptops and 1 number mouses he returned to us. That means the sold goods, goods sold by us are returned to us. We call it as sales returns. So in the case of sales returns, why do you have to enter? Sales returns are to be entered in the credit note, because when the goods are returned to us, his account is debited when sold. So his account is to be reduced now. To reduce that, we have to credit. So 1 lakh we sold. 10,000 rupees return means he has to pay only 90,000. That is, we have reduced his account. So we will share credit note. We will enter in the credit note voucher. So on same day 2nd, and remember this, in the case of returns or any these debit notes and credit notes, the original invoice number we have to enter. Okay, in both the cases, in both the books, the original invoice number we have to enter. That is why remember this 5th, that is invoice number 5th, sales invoice 5th, and the date is 2nd. Laptop is 25, mouse is 1,000. Okay, 25,000 and 1,000. Okay, now we will go to vouchers. So vouchers we will do. Here we have to enter in the credit note voucher. So if the credit note voucher is not already activated, you have to go here. You have to select inactive also. It will be inactive. So then click that, double click, then it will open. So now Alt F6, the short key is Alt F6, or you can go to receipt voucher 6, F6. So click there and the what you call on the arrow, it will show Alt F6. The note is opened. That's why it's disabled. So now, so credit note we are recording because we are issuing credit note. We have to enter in the credit note voucher. We have to enter in the credit note voucher. So now we got the returns. From where we got the receipt? We got what the receipt? Ranga Traders. Ranga Traders. From Ranga Traders, we got the noun. And here, when you received that goods, sold goods are received, returned. So how you received the goods called receipt details. How you receive the goods? Through lorry, through any vehicle, what is the vehicle number, all these things. And then after the details you come to here, directly it is there are details, you can enter the details and come here. If there are no details, directly if you click here, you will come. So you remember what is the number? Invoice, original invoice is 5, date is first, well, 2nd April, date is 2nd April. Okay, now you just save it. Now it is called the goods returned to us, sold goods are returned. They are called sales returns. Sales and sales returns both are, sales returns you have to create. If there is no account, by pressing Alt C, we have to create sales returns, and the group will be sales only. For sales and sales returns, sales account group. For purchase and purchase returns, group is purchase accounts. So here, already it is created. So sales account, sales returns. See here, go back and click Control Enter. You can see the alteration screen. Sales returns. The group is under. This is the ledger name, and this is group. Under the group is sales account. Okay. So it's sales returns are taken. So what is written? HP Dell laptop. Dell laptop, 2 numbers, each 25,000. Each 25,000. And then Dell mouses. He returned 1 and that is 2,000 because we sold them. So when we sold them, we entered this price. Now it is taking the same price. Okay. Now you come. Now here you see, you check up whether he is interstate or intrastate. This is from Telangana. That means intrastate only. So after this, there is no other item. So if there is other item, we can enter the other item also. Otherwise, come down. Now you can enter CGST. When the goods are returned, so the invoice means invoice is reducing. That is why we have to reduce when the goods are reduced and returned, the tax also is to be reduced. Okay. And now, so now we are taking this one and come below that. So provide GST details. You take yes and yes here. What is the reason here? The reason is sales returns. So we will take up the sales returns. So when the goods are returned by him, he will send the goods along with debit note. That means we would have received the debit note in advance. So for example, 22, the same date, second 4th. Sorry, 2nd August. The date is not changed. The date is not changed. It is 2nd April. That is the date of the voucher. Okay. And after this, so we are giving the sales returns, and already we might have received. Okay, if we receive that, we will enter, otherwise we will enter later. Then click with blank. 22nd, for example, and second same day, today, he returned the goods, and then come to this one. And here, against which invoice we have already given here. Here we have already given here the original invoice number. The same thing here. We have to Ranga Traders by 2nd April and sales returns and Dell laptops, 2 numbers, 25,000 each. Dell mouses, 1,000 each. Then GST, GST, yes, here sales returns, it is 22, 2nd April. Now, against reference, against which bill we entered there, number 5, date is 2nd April. So here we come here. Against reference, it is not a new bill. So against the old bill, we are issuing goods are returned to us. So against, that's like payment. when he paid, when they paid payment, his account will be reduced. He will issue a receipt. Here, we are getting back the goods. That means his account is reduced. So against reference, we'll take up invoice number 5, 2nd April, the same amount. Here amount will be, it will take the same amount, bill amount. That is the debit note, the credit note amount. So like this, we will issue a credit note when the goods are received. And that is when the goods are returned. So in the case of buyer, when the he returns the goods, is called as purchase returns. He will enter the debit note. Here in the case of seller, the sold goods are returned back. That's why they are called sales returns. They are entered in the credit note. And addition to that, there are many reasons when we have to reduce the sale value, or we have to reduce the sale value, or means we have to reduce the buyer's account. That is the customer's account will reduce. For that, we have to issue only credit. And then, what are the other reasons when we have to reduce or increase the customer's account? So next one we will take up. Now we are reducing. For reducing, we are increasing credit note. That is why. What are the other reasons? Other reasons when we decrease or reduce the customer's account? Or it means reducing the purchase. Sales. Reducing the sale value. Reducing the sale value. Nothing but reducing the sale value. So another example is here. Another one is here. Here. So on 1st May, we sold goods to Ramana Traders. HP laptop, 8 numbers at the rate of 36,000. Okay, but here it is actually here the goods we got the order for 6 items. We got the order for 6 items. HP laptops, 6 laptops we got order. We supplied 6 only. So the order is 6 and we supplied 6 only. By mistake, we entered 8 numbers in the invoice. That means we billed more amount. That means we billed more quantity. So in the bill, when you are billing, we entered more quantity. What does it mean? It means we have reduced now. The more quantity, excess quantity which we billed, that is to be reduced. So for reducing means reducing the sale value. That means reducing the customer account. So for reducing the customer account also, we have to issue the credit note and we have to enter in the credit note voucher. Remember this, this is on 1st May. The date is, my sales voucher is 8, number 8 and 1st May, and HP laptop, and the amount is, that is 2 numbers we have entered more. Actually it is 6. So 2 numbers we have reduced, 2 quantity. At the rate of 36,000. Number 8, 1st May, and Ramana Electronics, HP laptops. Okay. So now we'll go to voucher, select the date. 1st May it is. So he returned in 2nd May. So we'll take the 2nd May date. The name is Ramana Electronics. Ramana Electronics. Now we'll take up this. So take the voucher. The voucher is, we have to take all F6. That is credit note we have to issue. Date is 2nd May. 2nd May. So Ramana Electronics. And the original invoice is number 8. Number 8, 1st May. Remember that. Number 8, 1st May. And save this. And here, it is not sales returns. So we should not enter sales returns here. The first one is goods returned to us. It is called sales return. In other cases, it is not sales returns, but the sale bill or sale value we have reduced. The sale value had reduced. So directly we enter the sales account. That is, in the sales returns also, the group is sales account. In the case of direct sales also, the group is easy for the sales. The group is sales account only. For this also sales account, but you have to enter the sales directly, but not returns because the goods are not data. So sales entered, and what is that? HP computer, HP computer, HP computer, two numbers, see 36,000 rupees. Three numbers, 36,000 rupees, and that's all, only one. So if there is any other item, we have to enter, because see, only we have to enter only the difference of the quantity. So actually it is 6 only, but we entered 8. So reduce, I mean, two numbers excess we build. So the two numbers we are reducing. So two numbers at the rate of 30, then not Dell Moses, not Dell Moses. It is HP computers, HP computer 2000, two numbers, 36,000 rupees, and here it is then. And then come down, now CGST, so it is not taking CGST means, what does it mean? It is IGST, yeah, IGST, and here, yes, it is details, yes. And what is the reason here? What we are doing? We are doing, it is not sales returns. What we are doing, the correction in the invoice, because correction in the invoice means we supplied only 6, but we entered 8. So we are reducing the quantity. That means the correction in the invoice. So take correction in the invoice, and then when you brought to our notice about the excess billing, so we will issue the credit note and he will issue the debit note. So if you already issue that, send the debit note, we will enter the debit note here. Otherwise, we will write that, we will keep it blank, and after when he sent the debit note, then we will enter that. Now it will come. So here, number 8, number and first May. So against reference, it will take the same thing. Against reference, number 8, first May, it will take this amount, 84,960. So this is one. So first one is sales return. Second one is the quantity is reduced because we entered more quantity in the billing, so reduced the billing. Okay. Next one is in the same example, we will take up. In the same example, that is first May, Ranga Electronics. So here, HP laptops. So 8 numbers. So here, number is more, we reduce that. But now, number is okay. Number is okay, but see, it is actually 34,000 rupees. The rate is 34,000 rupees is the rate. But we entered 36,000. Now we take it as 35,000. The rate is 35,000, but by mistake, we entered 36,000. 36,000 rupees per item. So here, there is no mistake in the quantity. Only the rate is to be reduced. This is also to be reduced. The quantity is reduced, bill value is reduced, isn't it? When even the quantity, the rate is reduced, then also the total amount will reduce and tax will reduce. So the bill amount will be reduced. That means this account is also to be reduced. Here the same number first May, but here what we are doing, we are reducing the price. So for this also on the 2nd May again, same thing we will take up. Voucher. So we will take up Alt F6 credit note, date 2nd May. Here the name is same thing. Ramana Enterprises, Ramana Electronics. Here the number of the invoice, that is original invoice number, is 8 and 1st May. Okay, we enter this, save this. Here also for everything, here also it is not returns. So we have to take sales directly, whether increasing or reducing, except returns for all, we have to take sales. Okay. And then now here it is HP computers. Okay. Here quantity, we are not changing anything. Quantity 8 computers we sold. The number is correct. 8. Okay. Number is correct. We sold 8. So 8 we entered. It is correct. But what is the mistake? We build more price. The rate we build more. That is, it is 35,000. We entered as 36,000 means now we are issuing debit note, credit note for 1000 rupees per item. So here, how many articles are correct? Eight numbers. 8 numbers into 1000 rupees one. So quantity we should not write. So we should not enter any quantity. So if they are not entering quantity, we cannot enter rate also. Directly if you go to amount, directly enter the amount. How many are there? 8 computers. HP lab computers, 8 numbers we sold. So for each one, we build more by 1000. So for 8 invoice, 8 numbers, the total amount will be 8,000 rupees. 8,000 rupees. I understand. Remember this. So here there is no difference in the quantity. Only rate is different. Rate also 1,000 rupees excess. So that 1,000 rupees is reduced. For 8 articles, you have to reduce 8 items. 8,000 rupees. Then come to same thing, IGST. IGST. Here also, yes. What is the reason? Here also, correction in invoice. Okay. So if they send already debit note, if we received it, for example, 52, the same thing second May. The same thing. So like this. And now go to the total. From the total, we will go to that is bill-wise entry details. So bill-wise details, you should go to against reference and the same number, 8 number, first May, will take the 9,400. Okay, that is the amount of the credit note. Okay, then we say this. This is all. Understand this? This is completed. So totally how many we did? We did. One is sales returns. Second one is reducing the quantity, that is excess billing, reducing the quantity. Third one is that also reducing the bill, that is reducing the price, not quantity. Quantity is correct. Reducing the rate. So reducing the rate. In all these cases, the seller, customer account will be reduced. Okay. Now, in this case, we'll take up another example. Here, this is we have taken Ranga Deva, this one also. Here we take this Ranga Electronics, the same thing. Ranga Traders, Ramana Electronics. Here we'll take up Ranga Electronics. That is on 2nd May. We sold the Sony TV 10 numbers, each 25,000 rupees. So in first 2 cases, one is sales returns, reducing the bill, that is reducing the value, the party account. That is we issued credit note. In other 2 cases, one is quantity, another is rate, reducing the quantity or reducing the rate. That means the sale value is reduced. That means his account is also reduced. So we issued the credit note only, but for sales returns only you have to take it as ledger. Sales ledger we have to take as, we have to take sales ledger, that is returns key. Ledger name you have to take as sales returns only for returns. For others, other 2, we have to take directly sales account. Only sales you have to take. Here you see, here we sold 10 numbers and 25,000 rupees each. In this case, we will take up the opposite. See here, we build more. Rate, one example, quantity. Another example, rate. We build more. We entered more in the bill. But here, we entered less in the bill. We entered in less in the bill. So if we entered more, we reduced that. We entered less means we have to increase. We have to increase means we have to increase the data the customer's account also. So this account is debit. To reduce, we credited. That is issued credit note. To increase, again we have to debit. Isn't it? Already debit balance. Data means debit. So to reduce, we issued credit note. For reducing credit note, we are issuing. We are into increase. We have to debit again. So we have to increase means we have to debit means we have to issue a debit note. Here, let's see. Here, Sony TVs, 10 numbers. You take up one example quantity and one example price. 10 numbers. Actually, it is 12 numbers. Actually, it is 12 numbers. So they sent order. They ordered us for 12 numbers. We sent 12 numbers also. So everything is okay. So the sale is 12 numbers. We supplied 12 numbers, but we entered only 10 numbers. That means we entered less quantity. If we enter less quantity, we have to increase the quantity, isn't it? This bill we should not alter. That is why we are issuing the other notes, debit note or credit note. That is the use of debit note and credit note. So we have to increase the sale value by 2 units. That is 2 numbers we have to increase. So to increase sale value, sale bill, to increase means this account is also to be increased. To increase the customer's account, his account is debit. To increase the customer's account, we have to debit his account again. That is why we have to issue debit note. So in the first three cases, we issued credit note, but now we are issuing debit note because we are increasing the billing amount. That is quantity, one example, and this will take. So number is, you see, sales invoice number 13, date is second only. So 13 and second, Ranga Electronics. So we have to increase 2 units, each one is 25,000. Okay, 13 second one. So here, which one you have to take? You have to take not credit note, we have to take debit note, means Alt F5 debit note, date the same date we will take it, because after second, only up to 31st, we cannot take the date. So I'm taking second, and it is Ranga Electronics. Ranga Electronics you have taken. Here, what is the invoice number? Original number is 13 May. 13 May. Sorry, not 13 May. Sorry. The number is 13. Number is 13, and date is 1st May. 1st May, 2nd May. It is 2nd May only. Yeah, 2nd May only. We are taking the same date and accept this. And here also you have to take. See, here also you have to take sales, because we are increasing the sales value. There we are reduced in the previous example. In this example, we are increasing quantity, means we are increasing the sale value. So we have to take the only returns, sale returns. Others all sale. So we have to take only sale account. So ledger account, we have to take sale. But since it is debit note, it is showing purchase and credit. For credit note, it will show sales and pay, sales and sales returns. For debit note, it will show purchase and purchase returns. But here we have to, the other way, we have to increase the party account. So you have to increase the party account. So we are issuing debit note. That means we have to increase the sale value. So sales is not available here. In that case, just type the first letter of sale. Yes. If you type sale, yes. So it will show sales account. So we take the sales account, and this what is that? Material. Sales. Here, Ranga Banks, 2nd May, that is, sorry to this one. Admin number, 2nd May. Okay, voucher, we take debit note, we are issuing this entering on 2nd May. Now we take Ranga Electronics, and here the invoice number is, original invoice number is 13, 2nd May. Then save, then here it's, yes, you type, you'll get sales, and then Sony CV 20 inches. We are increasing two numbers. Each number is 25,000 rupees. So amount will be the same. Amount is the same, but only the quantity is less. So you increase in the quantity. Then you will take up. See here, you will take up GST. You understand? So we are for reducing that. We are issuing credit note. We are entering in the credit note voucher. Now we have to, for reducing that. Now we have to increase. Increasing means we have to issue debit note. For reducing, this account is to be credited. So we are issuing credit note. For reducing, that is, this is for increasing. For increasing, his balance will be more. So his account will be increased. So you are increasing his account, means we issue the debit note. That's why we are issuing debit note here. And after this, again go to GST details. Here also, what is the reason? The reason is here also correction in invoice. Invoice you are changing. Correction in invoice, and then correction in invoice, and we will take up this. And then against reference, what is the bill number? 13. Number 13, say here 14. 2nd May. 14. Sales. Only. Here. You go on 13 here. Number 13. It is 13 only. Yes, 13. Okay. Now we are issuing debit note, voucher, Alt F5, 2nd May, Ranga Electronics, So original number is 13, 25. Date is 25. And save it. Here we have to check that sales 10. Sony TV 20 inches. We are increasing two numbers. 5,000 rupees each. Now come to CGST. Here GST. Here the reason is correction in invoice. Then from the total, here you must be careful here. See here, we are issuing when you are issuing the credit note, we are creating is account, the reducing is account means you are crediting. That means it is showing the amount of the credit note, and after that it will show credit. But here we are entering the debit note, it is showing any purchases now. We selected sales now. That's why what you'll do, it will do here, it will take up, it will take the number 13, but it will not take the bill amount, it will take total amount. It will not take the debit note amount because it is actually debit note issued by the buyer generally. That's why it is showing the total amount, but we have to take it as what is the amount here? 59,000 rupees. 59,000 rupees we have to take. 59,000 rupees. And here it is showing as credit, but debit is account. We are increasing his account. The debit is account. That's why we are issuing debit note. We are issuing debit note means debit is account. And this. So the same thing here. Another one is the same thing. We take another example. The same example. We can take the same company sales. Here 2,50,000. The Ranga Electronics. The second make the same thing here. Numbers are okay. Numbers are okay. No problem. Numbers are there is no problem. But what we did is numbers are okay. Numbers are correct. Exactly. Suppose it is 10. So in the bill it is 10. We separate 10. It's okay. But the amount is in the previously 35,000. We billed as 36. So 1,000 rupees we reduce. Here it is 26,000. It is 26,000. 23,000 for all the 10. 26,000. But we billed only 25,000. So we have to increase 1,000. So increase bill value, sale value means the the customer account also to be increased. To increase the customer account, we have to debit his account. That means you have to share debit note. The same thing 13. Okay. We will share debit note. Okay. Voucher. Alt F5 debit note. Date 2nd May. 2nd May, we'll take a Ranga Electronics, and here the bill number is 13, date is 15. Okay, we are entering in the 2nd May. Okay, save this, and here also we have to take only sales. Take sales here and Sony TV, and here also the same thing like previously. There we reduce the quantity. They reduce the price. No quantity is not changed. Here also we are increasing the price. 1,000 rupees at increase price only, but quantity is okay. No problem. So we don't enter anything in the quantity and rate and go to this one. 1,000 means how many items there? That means not items. How many numbers? The quantity is 10. 10 into 1,000 means 10,000 rupees we are increasing. So you should debit note and come to CGST, here GST, and here also the reason is correction in invoice, and then here also see, remember this 11,800 against reference 13. There will be more. If there are more, we have to select the exact one. 13 number, that is 11,800 rupees. 11,800 rupees we have to take. 1 minute. Yeah, now 11,800 rupees, we take it as debit only. Where debiting is the account. So 11,800 rupees debit, because in the debit note means debit. For the credit notes you are creating, for the debit notes you have to debit. Remember that. Only these two cases we are issuing debit note. That means the account is to be debited there. You have to take the amount, it will take the total bill amount. You have to take, because we cannot make it, because for debit note, it will take purchases. Since we are taking sales, it will not take the debit note amount, it will take the total bill amount. That is why we are going to this exactly. So like this. So how many we did? One is sales returns. We have to take sales returns account. Next one is decreasing the quantity. We have to take as debit and credit note only we have to issue. We have to take it as sales account. Or decreasing the price. So sales account, we have to take debit note, the credit note, sales account. And now here, those three. But here, increasing the quantity or increasing the price. Increasing the quantity or increasing the price, we have to issue a debit note. Because increasing means his account, sales are increased, his account is also increased. Increase means debit. The account is to be debited. In these two cases, we have to debit the account. But here also we have to take only sales, but it will show only purchase and returns. But we have to take it as, if you type first letter yes, so it will show the sales. We have to take sales only. So since it is purchase debit note, so you are taking sales by pressing the yes, it is not shown. We are taking that in the bill-wise details, it will show the, I mean, it will take the bill number, date, everything okay, but the amount, it will take the total bill. Bill amount is pending amount. If anything is paid, it will show only pending amount. Nothing is paid, it will show the total bill amount. It will show the bill amount or pending amount, and then the debit note number amount, it will not show. So we have to show the, we have to enter the debit note account, debit note amount, as well as it will show credit, because generally it will be, seller will be credit note issue. That is why in the case of debit note, there after that we have to enter DR. We have to enter DR. So bill, the debit note amount we have to enter, and DR also we have to, because it will show the total bill pending amount and a credit. We have to enter the debit note amount and a DR we have to enter. Understand? So in this totally we completed. See here how many completed? First returns, decreasing quantity or decreasing price, increasing quantity or increasing price. 5 them. There are 2 more. That is, one is, so here if suppose we give offer at the time of sale only, not in the beginning itself, at the time of sale, we give offer to him. If you pay the amount, before the due date, if you leave the credit period. So before the due date, after the credit period, it will be the due date after completion of that. So if you pay the amount before the credit period, we will give some 100 rupees per item. The discount we will give you 100 rupees per item. For example, we will take up here, see here. Here, for example, see, 1st April, Ranga Electronics. Ranga Electronics, we will take up this. Sony TV here also. Ranga Electronics, so number 1, 1st April. So Sony TV. So 2 numbers, 2 numbers. So okay, we purchased 2 numbers and 25,000 is 50,000 rupees. Okay. But we asked him, we offered him, if you pay that here on the Ranga Electronics. Here, I will check up whether date is given. So here, 15 days time is given. We will take it as, for example, 15 days time is given. So we'll tell him, if you pay before the due date, I will give you 500 rupees discount on the items. For each item, I will give you discount by 500 rupees. 500 rupees discount I'll give for each item. Then how many items are there? 2 items. 2 items into 500 means 1,000 rupees discount we will give. He says within 15 days. That is before the due date. But this person, Ranga Electronics, they paid by before the due date. For example, before the due date means 1st April, 15 days means 16th April will be the due date. So he might have paid before 16th any day, but our date will not take. It will not take any date in the April. The 1st and 2nd only it will take. So we take it as 2nd. So he paid on 2nd itself. He paid on 2nd itself, and that's why we are issuing. We are giving him discount. Means we'll give him discount means we will not give any cash. He will not pay cash. We will give discount means discount is entered in his account. That's his account will be reduced. His account is reduced. So when you are reducing the account, we have to, his account is to be credited. For reducing, his account is to be credited. So we issue a credit note, invoice number 1, 1st April, TV, Sony TV, 2 numbers. Okay. So we will take. So what we will issue now? That is the example. For example, date is 2nd April, and we will issue credit note to reduce his account. Credit note, Ranga Electronics, and number is 1. Number is 1. Number 1, 1st April. We are entering in the 2nd April. So okay, we'll get. Here is no problem. Here also we can take, but here credit note and debit note we are giving, but here in this case we are giving a discount on sale. We are giving discount on sale. Also, we should not enter. We are not altering any. We are not making any alteration in the sales, because we are not reducing or increasing quantity or rate. Not increasing. We are giving, this is the discount, not reducing the quantity. We are giving discount. That is why we have to enter a separate account we have to create, but just like sales returns is the ledger, rupees sales account. Sales ledger, we are entering the sales ledger in this case, but that is the ledger. Group is sales account only. Here also we will create another account, but group will be sales account only. That only is, this is called discount on sales. This is called discount on sale. It is not created already by pressing F6, and that is Alt 6, we will write discount on sales. So discount on sales. See here, in the discount of sales, when you create, name is discount of sales, that is the ledger name. Group will be under sales account only. So we have to create in the sales, under the sales account only. Here, Sony TV 20 inches. Here, are we making any changes in the quantity? No. Value also are reducing. Just we are giving discount of 1,500 rupees per number. That is per 1 unit. So here there are 2 units only. TV is 2 numbers. So 2 into 500. So 1,000 rupees we will give. Okay, 1,000 rupees. Ranga Electronics, I think it is the GST. No, CGST. CGST, yes, GSTC. 1,000 rupees means 99%, 9%. And here you come, here you be careful. Here, what is this? Are you correcting the invoice? Not correct. It is not returns, not sales returns. Or we are not making correction in the invoice, but this is called as discount after sale. That is called, here you see here, another one. Post sale discount. Discount after sales. It is called post sale discount. And when you are giving credit note, he will give debit note later. That will enter. And here, yeah, Ranga Electronics. Now down here, and this is called post sale discount, and we will leave it blank and we will enter later. And now we come to the details. Number 1, it is number 1, 1st April. Here, number 1, 1st April. Here, what is the amount? It will take correct amount. Only for, in the case of sales, in the case of seller, he will issue credit note every time. In the case of debit note, it will show differently. In the case of buyer, that is purchaser, he will issue a debit note every time. In the case of credit note, it will show credit. In the credit note, it will show, again, it will show debit there also. There you have to write for credit note, you have to enter credit. So this is one. Okay. So this is one, what you call, this is one instance. That is, this not sales, you are not entering in the sales. Separate account you are creating, ledger account, discount on sales. The reason also, post sale discount. Okay, but everything is same. Another one. You will take up another example. We'll take up another example here. Electronics, so you give it 10 numbers. When you give it 10 numbers, okay. Here, this is discount. Another one. So at the time of sale, we will offer to the customer that, so we'll fix a target in this month, that is in the month of May. In the month of May, if you complete a target of 20 TVs, the target is 20. If you buy 20 TVs in this month, in 1 month, that means if you complete the target of 20 TVs, we will give an incentive irrespective of the quantity. Suppose 10 plus 10, 20 is the quantity means he may buy 20 or more, 20, 21, 25, 30 also he will buy. So if the completes the quantity, that is the target, and purchase more than that target, then he will give a fixed amount. He will give some 10,000 rupees incentive. We will give 10,000 rupees incentive. We will give like that. If the offer, that is at the time of sale only. Before that, at the time of sale itself, this offer, discount or incentive is given. The offer is given at the time of sale itself. Then in this case, we can tell. So here, see, 2nd May, Ranga Electronics, they purchased 10 numbers. So to complete the target, so in this month, any date before the month, he can buy another 10. Or on one date, again, you will buy 5. And again, you will buy 5. Totally, he will complete 20 in this month. But in this case, I entered. So on 2nd, it is entered. And the other dates you cannot enter. That's why 31st May I take on. 31st May, he purchased 10 TVs again at the same price. So his quota or his target is complete. He purchased totally, in this case, you take it as here. He took not 10, he took 12. For example, 12. For example, take 12. So totally the target is 10 TVs. The target is 20 TVs, but he purchased 10 plus 12 here, 22 he purchased. So irrespective of that, if he crosses the target, then we are giving incentive to him. So incentive we are giving to him means we are giving to incentive means his account is to be reduced. That is, that amount, that incentive will not be paid in cash. That incentive will be reduced from his account. That reducing the account means we share credit. Debtor are always debit. So reducing means credit, increasing means debit. So we are reducing that. So on 31st May itself, on 31st May, just we will check up whether all the will check up the bills. And 1st June we may make the invoice. I mean, we may issue the credit note. Here also to reduce the account, we will credit the account. That means to credit the account, we issue the credit note and enter the credit note. So here, voucher, and in this case, Alt F6, credit note only. Credit note, and the date is 31st May. Otherwise, you can take it as 1st June. 1st June. And what is the name of the person? Ranga Electronics. Yeah, Ranga Electronics only 3 lakhs. Achha. Voucher, credit note, 2nd 1st June. 1st June date and Ranga Electronics, and the number is here. There are 2 bills, isn't it? More than 1 bill. Here, see what are the bills? Sales. That means here there is 1 bill. Ranga Electronics, 2nd May. Ranga. Acha. 2nd May, there is 1 bill, Sony TV. That is number 13. And here again he purchased. Here it is 14. 13 and 14. So there are 2 numbers. One is 2nd May. One is 2nd May. Another one is 31st May. Okay. Bill number is 13 and 14. So we will take up here. Voucher. Alt F6. 1st June. 1st June and 2nd June. Name is Ranga Electronics. Ranga Electronics. And here, when you are entering the date, numbers. So there are not one invoice. There are 2 invoices. One is number 2, 13, comma 14. 2 numbers you get. You have to give all the numbers. Suppose he purchased another 14 and 15 also. So first bill 10 numbers, again 5 numbers, again 6 numbers, like that he purchased. But here it's only there are only 2. So 13 and 14. And then date. Date we can enter only 1 date here. We can enter only 1 date. So in that case, we can enter the date of the last bill only. So last bill is 31st May. So only 1 we can enter. We cannot enter all. So 31st May, select. Here also, what you take? Here also take what you do, not sales. See, in the case of discount, it is discount on sale, not changing anything in the invoice. But here also we are paying incentive for completing the target. That is why we have to create incentive on sale, and the group will be sales account only. Okay, so it is not created, we will create, otherwise it's already created. Incentive on sales, you check out, control, enter. See here, incentive on sales, under the group will be sales account only. Instead of entering sales account directly, we are creating this, and group we are taking as just like returns we are creating sales returns, group we are taking sales. Similarly here, discount on sales, discount on sales and discount on sales, incentive on sales we are creating, but the group is sales account. But in other cases, in other three cases, directly we are taking sales. Here, this will take, and Sony TV 20 inches, and no quantity is changed, nothing. Here we are giving simply 10,000 rupees lump sum amount. So for completing the target, we are giving 10,000 rupees, and here we take it as, and here also we can take it. See here in the case of buyer purchase returns, that is also means goods sold by the other person are returned. So we can take purchase returns also, we can take as sales returns or others. Similarly here, in the case of discount, we have taken post sale discount. Here also you can take post sale discount, or you can take others and the number and related. So number here, again it is here against reference. So here, that is the only one lump sum amount paid, isn't it? So we have to take only one bill. So at the end of last number bill, you can take that number 14, 31st May, and 10,000 rupees. It is credit note. 10,000 rupees is taken exactly. 10,000 rupees credit. So like this. Okay, sorry. And we have to take the GST also. CGST, HGST. For 10,000 rupees, CGST and HGST, we are taking. You see, if you don't enter that, it is showing a warning, because the tax amount is not calculated. It is not tallying, because you have to calculate tax also. We see for this, we are given tax. See, for Sony 20 inches, we are given yes, and we are given 18%. So for selling this or returning also, against this, there is a tax rate. That is right. We have to enter the sales, because we are taking the sales group now. So we have to enter the GST, whether it is IGST or CGST, HGST. So there it is. Others, or you can take post sale discount also. These are like discount, because his account is reduced. Cash is not paid. Discount, his account is reduced. His account is created, reduced. This also, it is incentive, name is different. This is also, his account is reduced, credited. So this is also, we can take that post sale discount, or you can take it as others. So like this. Now here, you come here and you take, there are many bills for completing the quota. Take the last bill and take that last bill, that bill you select, and that amount will be your time. Okay. $11,800, because 10,000 plus tax, 11,800 rupees is created. So like this, we have to enter that. So in the case of buyer, debit note he will enter, and in other cases, the decrease in the quantity, increasing the quantity. Debit note means when the quantity is more, we have to reduce, so his account is to be credited, debited, because the buyer account is, the supplier account is credited. When the goods are purchased, his account is credited. So for returns, his account is debited. For reducing the balance, quantity bill is reduced, for then also debited. For reducing the price, also debited. But for increasing the price or for increasing the quantity, it is credited. That is credit bill is issued, credit note issued. And other two cases, debit note only, that is, one is post sale, that is discount on purchases and incentive on purchases. Then we will take the ledger account accordingly. For returns, purchase returns. For this reducing the quantity, reducing the rate, then it will be debit note only, but it will be, you take it as directly you take purchases. And then this increasing the rate, we issue the credit note, but not debit note there. We issue the credit note, but ledger account will take the purchase account only. And for these incentives and all this, they open a separate account under the group purchase account and we enter that. Okay. And in the case of incentive, if the for the completing the target, there are more than 2 bills, more than 1 bill. So in the below the details, this is below the dispatcher incentive, the details, when you are giving the what you call original invoice number, you have to give all the numbers, you have to give all the numbers divided by comma, all the numbers with comma and date, the last bill date is enough, because we cannot enter more than one. That's it. And when you are selecting, when you come to total, when you come to total, you enter bill wise details. There also you select the last number and the amount. Select the last number, the amount. Only the last number you can select. This is in the case of buyer. And seller, he will issue credit note for sales returns, credit note, or simply sales returns, simply for reducing the rate or for reducing the quantity, also he will issue a credit note. For increasing the credit note, for increasing the quantity or for increasing the price or rate, so you will issue debit note. In that case, that when you enter when you come to the total bill wise details, in the case of buyer, you issue a credit note. In the case of seller, you issue a debit note. It will show the total amount, and for that, you will show a credit. For this seller, it will show debit. Then we have to make it calculation, and the amount also we have to alter. And the incentives, we have to create separate account under group sales here. So sales returns. For all others, sales. And discount and incentives, we have to separate account here. Create under the group sales account. So this like this, we have to enter the debit note and credit note. Okay. Now, with this, our topic is completed. But one request for you, if not already done, please subscribe to my channel. Don't see and go. Just to subscribe to my channel and select, click bell icon and select all, so that all the videos you get notification, and you share my channel with all your friends as well as anyone who want to learn TallyPrime. Okay. And while watching the video, you watch the video till the end, and at the end, you just click the thumb icon and like the video, and below that, in the comments column, you post comment about this video definitely. Okay, this is done. And I told you already about the online classes. If anyone want to join online classes, please send your details by only WhatsApp. By WhatsApp, and register your name. We will fix up the date, and we will fix up the date, and we will start the classes. Okay. And I wish you follow these videos in the same order, and you will gain expert knowledge and you become expert accountants. I hope all of you will become expert accountants, and I wish all of you all the best. Thank you. We'll meet in the next video. Good night.